Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ivatron, and today we have a very interesting video. I literally just woke up, so if my voice sounds a little different, that's probably why. There was some talk on Twitter that I saw after I woke up about Zhongli. Also on Reddit, that there was going to be changes and stuff, so I thought, it's probably leaks. It's probably just, speculation, rumors, and stuff like that. We've heard about those before, didn't really pay any attention to them because they didn't lead anywhere. But I decided to go to the MiHoYo website just in case to check everything, because somebody had like an image where the backdrop seemed like the MiHoYo website. And it's true, they're talking about a lot of changes that are coming to Zhongli, as well as Geo Resonance. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing, and we're going to see what the changes are. I haven't really looked at it in depth, so I want to see exactly what they're doing to my main DPS here. Okay, so the title is To All Travelers Regarding Adjustments to Zhongli. So it's posted today. Okay, here we go. Recently we have received a lot of questions and feedback regarding Zhongli. We understand the love everyone has given Zhongli and the rapt attention being paid to any future changes to him. As such, we apologize for the tardiness of this announcement concerning said adjustments. We have organized and summarized player feedback numbering in the tens of thousands during this time, in-game and out of it. Through this, we have discovered that your feedback has focused on Zhongli's strength in practical combat, the finer points of his ability usage, the Geo construct system, and so on. After analyzing the in-game data and engaging in many discussions, we decided on an initial round of adjustments. These adjustments will be available to travelers participating in the 1.3 beta test version. The current adjustments are as follows, and cover 4 aspects: enhancing Zhongli's talents, optimizing the controls and mechanics of his abilities, improving the mechanics of his Geo Resonance mechanics, and adjusting his shield. We will continue to observe the performance of these adjustments during the upcoming version 1.3 beta test. Okay, so these won't be until like 1.3, and we will pay attention to the feedback of testers. We hope that these adjustments will be able to appreciably improve everyone's experience. We will also give an update as to our final adjustments when said changes officially go live. So if you guys watched my other video where it was like talking about thoughts about Zhongli, I said that he was good the way he was. I know people that originally wanted him to be like this just extreme powerhouse DPS and everything, right? But just due to the way that the game was set up, that was just not going to be the case, right? And even then, I felt like he did sufficient amount of damage to run him as my main DPS. Also, I just love the character Zhongli. I love his backstory, I love his lore. That's one of the main reasons why I decided to use pretty much the majority of my Primo Gems and the ones that I had bought on him. So let's see how it changes. Regarding Zhongli as a character, number 1, adjustments to passive talent, Dominance of Earth. Okay. Original effect, increases planet befalls damage by an amount equal to 33% of Zhongli's max HP. Post-adjustment effect, the damage dealt by the following of Zhongli's attacks will be increased based on his max HP. Normal, charged, and plunging attack damage will be increased by 1.39% of max HP. Okay, so his basic attacks are now going to be doing 1.39% of max HP. You can see this is the before one. No, this is the after one. So number 1 is after, and he is doing significantly more damage. Look at these numbers, dude. Wow. I was already getting like pretty good numbers. I mean, my charge attacks might be dealing like 12k now, if not more. That's pretty nutty. Okay. So they want you to basically build more max HPs, what it's looking like. Stone Steely Resonance and Holding Mode damage of Dominus Lapidus will be increased by 1.9% of max HP. Okay, so max HP again. Okay. So it's just doing more HP damage now. Wow, look at these numbers though. Look at the difference. 699 from 223. Second hit was 922. This one was 446. I mean, wow. I would love to see more details about this, like if they showed like exactly what artifacts and stuff like that he's using, or if it's just no artifacts. Definitely have to look at all this when it actually comes out. Okay. Planet Befall's damage will be increased by 33% of Zhongli's max HP. So that still basically applies, right? There's still 33% of Zhongli's max HP. So basically it's looking like HP, man. That's the way to go here. Adjustment to Dominus Libitus holding mode. Original effect. Causes nearby Geo energy to explode, causing the following effects. Right, creating a shield of Geo. Like, so this was already how it is. Okay. What's the post? Okay. Causes nearby Geo energy to explode, causing the following effects. If the maximum number of stone steals has not yet been reached, it will create a stone steal. What? So you use your shield, and if you don't have a pillar up, it creates a pillar too? So there's no need to wait for the cooldown for it? Because when you use your shield, it's a 12-second cooldown, right? If you just use the pillar, it's a 4-second cooldown, so that way you can just get rid of both. Like, you don't have to come up and put a pillar down, you just use your shield, it puts a pillar up for you. You pretty much erase the cooldown for the pillar. That 12-second cooldown before you can put down a pillar. That's just more consistent damage, especially with it also scaling off of HP now a little bit. That's just gonna be, that's an awesome adjustment there. Like I said, I don't think any of this was really necessary, but I'm definitely happy to see it all. So this is great for me. Alright, so creates a shield of Jade. The shield's damage absorption scales based on Zhongli's max HP and has 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. So they're changing it from the 250% Geo damage absorption to 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. So it's a little bit lower percentage wise, but now it protects from physical damage and elemental damage. Elemental damage is, wow, this is just good, dude. Like, you can use the shield against anybody and it's going to protect even more, right? Physical damage, like everything. Wow, this is insane. They're making Zhongli like really good here. If there are nearby targets with the Geo element, it will drain a large amount of Geo element for a maximum of 2 such targets, so that's still the same. This adjustment will also greatly increase the interruption resistance of Dominus Libitus holding mode. Okay, this one, I really like this one, because there was a lot of times when I was putting on my shield before I ran out to continuously just have the shield, because I'm running retracing bolide, so I need to have that shield on if I'm doing physical damage, right? Like, or just normal attack damage. And I would get bumped like this right as I was doing it, so then I'd have to get back up and then try to put the shield on again, and sometimes you get shot or something interrupted. So now greatly increasing this, that is, I love these changes, man. They really, like, really listening to, I guess, a lot of people who are complaining specifically about all these things, who really play Zhongli, you know? So awesome stuff so far. Regarding Geo elemental mechanics, oh here, okay, so Geo resonance stuff. All right, so this is what it currently does. It increases resistance to interruption when protected by shield. Increase attack damage by 15%. So post adjustment effect, it now increases shield strength by 15%. Okay. Additionally, characters protected by shield will have the following special characteristics. Damage dealt increased by 15%. Dealing damage to enemies will decrease their Geo resistance by 20% for 15 seconds. Okay, so I believe that it increased shield strength before, right? But now you're still doing that 15% like extra damage dealt. But now, any damage, I'm guessing, just any, because it doesn't specify, to enemies will decrease their Geo resistance by 20%. So that's already like a huge debuff. So like, think about Zhongli, right? Like, you're doing your normal attack damage, you have your shield on or whatever, you do your ult, 20% resistance to that. So basically, in a sense, right, it's 20% more damage on any Geo things that you're doing. But then also think about like main DPS as far as like Ningguang goes, right? She can hit extremely hard. So you do this, go through her little shield, get that 12% extra damage. Insane. I think they're just scaling the damage of Geo up by a lot. And I think they released this at this time, even though it's coming out in 1.3, to encourage people to also go for Albedo, right? Because a lot of people are going to skip Albedo from what I was like hearing and just people talking about it. Everyone was going to skip Albedo and going for Guan. So now it's forcing you to think a little bit more, because you know these changes are coming, right? It's going to make Geo way better, right? And probably encourage some people to summon for Zhongli before he leaves. Man, Miho, you sneaky dogs. Okay. Geo Shield balance adjustments. Geo Shields are adjusted from having 250% Geo damage absorption, right, to having 150% physical damage and elemental damage. Okay, so this is changing. I thought this wasn't just for Zhongli then. This whole change is going to all the Geo Shields, right? So yeah, Zhongli, Noel, and the Geo Crystal from the Geo Bishop, right? Because when he dives into the ground, it leaves a Geo Crystal, right? Not specifically to any other element. Okay, wow. So it's just gonna make Geo Shields like a little bit way more important, right? Because now, even with Noel, like super powerful shield, it's even better now with elemental and physical damage absorption. Wow. I mean, these shields are gonna be awesome. They really wanted to go for the shield, like, kind of gameplay with all these new units that they added, and they're definitely making it way more viable, right? Let's see. Now they finish up with some closing statements. Let's see. This round of adjustments is not merely intended to improve the experience of playing Zhongli alone. We also hope to better convey the shield and Geo playstyles that are closely associated with him. Okay, yeah. Not only for his sake, but also to improve the experience of travelers who have been delving into the strategy layer of the game. It is precisely because these changes go further than pure adjustments to a character alone that we have taken the utmost care. We hope to be able to give travelers a more detailed solution as opposed to hastily throwing out a general direction for adjustments. Okay, yeah, so yeah, they talk about how they wanted people to, like, you know, use the shields gameplay. And, you know, if you were looking at different stats and how everything was affected, like, it was a little bit confusing trying to go into shields and what does what, right? So, and also, you know, he had people arguing that it wasn't like a good meta or gameplay that they wanted you to like get into, right, with the shields. But I think it's fun, and I think maybe later on, as the content gets harder, maybe power skills a little bit, this shield, I guess, meta might actually come in handy a lot. I know for sure that in Abyss, it's carried me a lot. So let's see. We truly hope that Zhongli will be a trusted companion to all travelers, and hope that you will be able to experience a different playstyle through him, one that will enrich your gaming experience. 1.3 beta test server access will soon be released, and we would like to take this opportunity to call upon all travelers who obtain access to not be reserved in giving us any in-game suggestions and feedback that you may have regarding these adjustments throughout the testing process. Additionally, if travelers have feedback or comments regarding any other beta test content, you may feel free to send us feedback in-game. We will read each and every one carefully and work hard to adjust and optimize the game, so as not to fall short of your expectations. Wow, okay, so in a way, MiHoYo kind of caved, right? If you guys have heard, there was a huge backlash in China. I think even more so than a lot of the people that, you know, you heard about, like, on YouTube and stuff like that, about how Zhongli was not only pretty much underpowered, but he wasn't even worth to summon as a 5-star, right? They were comparing him to some of the weakest 4-stars, and I completely disagreed with all of those statements. I think he was great still, but maybe I'm just a little biased because I like Zhongli as a character, right? But these changes just make Zhongli insanely good, like even more so, right? And not only that, it makes Geo as an element more viable, which I think was definitely needed. I think the Geo, like, being more viable and working more with other elements and stuff like that. There's not any like 200%, you know, vaporized melt thing, but the utility of it is going through the roof now, right? So yeah, I think these are all positive changes. I don't know what kind of precedent this leaves for MiHoYo as far as future content, like future characters release, where people don't like them. Is it just the fact that people are going to complain like crazy and that, you know, these guys are going to change it for sure? Or, you know, what's the deal with all that? Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, you know. But yeah, TLDR, you know, his shield, if you don't have a pillar out, use a shield that puts a pillar down. His basic attacks are going to be scaling with a percent of its HP, right? Almost 2%, right? Oh, 1.39% specifically max HP. I wonder if this also goes up with how, like, your talents books, right? If you're upgrading your talents. I doubt it will. I think this is more like just a passive and stuff. And you get great resistance when you're putting on your shield. This is, I think, to me, a really big one too. But also, all Geo Shields will now be changed. 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. I think that's insanely good. It just makes these shields like way more powerful. So yeah, it looks like I need to start grinding some HP stuff for Zhongli. I gotta look into that and see if I still want to go Bolide and HP somehow, or if I'm gonna go like a Petra Noblesse set. I don't know. This will all be, you know, down to the future. But wow, okay, I'm really interested to see all these changes in game. But we'll have to wait till 1.3 for that. But really cool adjustments. I'm really hyped for the future of not only Zhongli but Geo itself, because I do like Geo. I really like Ningguang as well, and we'll see how Beidou does. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video, guys. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I love Zhongli, and I love hearing from other people that play him or don't play him. You know, even your outside perspective is pretty cool there. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more content from me, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright?